There's no way.
Producers, don't you ever try to pull that foolishness on me ever again. The way these people had me feeling bad for Aiden for 30 seconds, I said, oh, something is wrong. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island season 13 episode 31. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I forgot to say it for Love Island UK. Thank you guys so much for 80,000 subscribers and then some. I greatly appreciate it. On to the episode. After the girls had received the photos, the girls are all mad on Jasmine's behalf as if, number one, they're not on a break. And number two, homegirl has literally spent the last 2 days scheming to get Jordan in the damn house.
What is wrong with him?
You've been so good. You've had chats. That's literally it, Jazz.
No, I'm angry with him. Fuck the doghouse. My guy's in jail.
This was for him to prove to me because he's the one who called the break.
Fumbling the baddest girl in the world.
Jasmine says she believed that this time in Casa would have been the time for Kevin to prove himself to her. Personally, I'm confused. Maybe one of you guys can enlighten me on why she thought that, because before Casa, he had said a few times, I want to take an emotional step back. We know she didn't like that verbiage, so they changed to break. She also didn't like that, though, because she said a break is just a breakup. So eventually, after the recoupling, they landed on, let's see where things go. So to me, that sounds like Kevin is saying, let the chips fall where they may. And unfortunately, they didn't fall in her favor. That's what I understand about where they left things off. So why she thought this was going to be a time for him to prove himself, I don't know. So then Mika is going to say, well, at least you have Jordan. Mika. Jasmine is like, I have strong feelings for Kevin. It wouldn't even make sense for me to explore Jordan. However, at the end of this episode, how many times did she say, yeah, he's a gorgeous guy. He's exactly my type, whatever, whatever. It's hard for me to fully buy into Jasmine's intentions when she's like, oh, I'm not even focused on him right now. I think that you are more than you want to say. Didn't like when she was saying that he was basically trying to run game on her. She's questioning everything that happened from the beginning of their connection. The guy did like her. But after the stress that he had been experiencing in this connection, and she had been experiencing some stress too, you could understand why he's like, let me see if there's something better. And sorry, there was. And she is still actively scheming. Like, the girl was scheming for her second option to come into the house. I'm not going to have full sympathy for this situation. Angelisa was talking to Ellie, I'm pretty sure it was, and she gets emotional because of the roller coaster she has been on with Simba, and I'm sure just as a whole, this experience has not been the best for my good sis. She then is like, the problem about all of this is I cannot vouch for his character. Correct. Jasmine and Mika then have a chat. Mika says, you know, it's kind of unsettling seeing Samraj be so happy. I don't want to hear your mouth, okay? Regarding this, I don't want to hear your mouth because you had a time in the sleepover. You had a time. She was with Samraj from day one-ish. Yeah, weren't they together from day one? You had your time to explore. You were happy as God knows what. And it's only when you got back from the sleepover that you were reconsidering things and you didn't like how Simba was moving, but you got to explore and you were giddy as all get out. Samraj is allowed to do the same. And that hurts me to say because I'm not a fan of Samraj, but he's allowed to be happy over there in Casa more. So then we have Jasmine. She's questioning everything about her connection with Kevin. Mika's going to say, yeah, you're the only one who fights for this relationship. Yeah, for my mental health, I think I need to move past that one. Okay. They both agree that Kevin has been disrespectful and it's like, it adds insult to injury because she has been respectful, but how would he know? With the way that you guys left things off, not only were you not on good terms, you also had this weird thing going on with Lorenzo that he still doesn't have full context on. So he's still in his head wondering, what was that? Was I overthinking? Was the audience correct? And the things that they were saying, he doesn't know the context of the things that they heard from the audience. So he has no idea that you have been respectful. And also that's subjective because what you were doing with Jordan, he might not see as respectful. Can't fault the guy for doing what he's doing because of what you're deciding to do. Those are his own choices based on his experience. Let that be that. She then has a conversation, I think, with Jordan, where she says, yeah, maybe that's on me for going with a younger guy. Tired of it. Tired of it. The age gap is never going to change. If it bothers you so much being with a guy who is so young, don't be with the guy. Don't be with the guy. My husband is younger than me. I don't throw that in his face because there's literally nothing he can do about that. Yasmin tells Tommy that the picture was a bit shocking because she didn't think Lorenzo was just going to open up to somebody so quickly. However, it makes her feel more comfortable exploring her connection with him. They share a kiss, and I do think that they are the best suited connection that Yasmin has ever had throughout this process. Then we have Priya and Jordan who have a conversation. I'm thinking, Jordan, why are you still sitting in front of Priya?
How are you feeling then? Without talking about Carlos too much, though. I've heard enough about this guy, man.
I really enjoyed our conversations.
Yeah, I'm
and
still getting, like, I want to get to know you and stuff. I think you're cool, you're pretty.
I can tell that you actually want to speak to Jazz, you actually want to speak to me.
He has already said from his mouth twice, he said it to Carlos, he said it to Jasmine, that he's not into the girl. He's simply not into her. But whenever he's looking at her, oh yeah, you know, I do like Jasmine. I do like Jasmine a lot. I did really want to explore Jasmine, but I mean, I'll talk to you as well. He's trying to make it seem like Priya actually has a chance. You know, Priya's ego has been shot, so she'll take what she can get at this point. And this is mature. This is the maturity that we're seeing that Kavin doesn't have. Jasmine, like, I don't know. I feel like with the whole Jasmine and Kavin thing, there's just a level of respect that she simply does not have for him right now. And so she's always going to see the things that he does as absolutely diabolical, but not have the same smoke for the things that other people do. I don't like it. And this doesn't show maturity to me. Definitely not to me. So then we have Simba in Casa Amor. He's talking to Mara. You know, guys, they're vibing. It's hard for me because I really do think that they suit.
Look at the moon looks nice.
Make a wish.
That's my wife.
Yeah, I didn't actually picture this happening.
Finding your lom.
What's that?
Love of your life.
Yeah, I don't wanna get it misconstrued. I've got something there that's like, it's real. I'm not thinking about just the villa, but I'm thinking about after the villa.
You gonna do it?
Sometimes I do look at Simba and I'm just like, ugh, you piss me off. Other times, you guys have seen it, I'll backtrack and I'll be like, you know what though? I can still see some redeemable qualities and I think I'm gonna stick with that. Right now, he's not stellar. He then is gonna have this emotional moment. Didn't really buy into it. I don't know. Y'all tell me if y'all bought into it because I surely didn't. Where he was like, oh, I'm just really thinking about Angie right now. And oh, no. Why are we fake crying? Why are we fake crying? The good thing is he's at least thinking critically about his decisions and how it will affect other people. I'll give you props for that. But it would be nice for you to think critically before you act. While everybody's preparing for bed, Jasmine cries, saying that she needs her sister right now. Felt. Man, when I tell you, like, when I was back home in Zimbabwe, I think my sister saw me cry a good 17 times. Like, sometimes you just need your sister. I hear you, Jasmine. Then Sean decides to sleep outside. Apparently, he'd been sleeping outside more nights. I'm just only realizing it now. Simba and Samraj swap beds. Priya tells Carlos she's not going to sleep in the bed with him. And Simba says to Mara, he knows he's single. He knows he's allowed to explore. But something about this just doesn't feel right. I was glad that he did have this moment. Again, I would like for him to think more critically before he acts. Because what's the point of, you know, kissing her all throughout the day, whatever, like asking to want to share a bed, just for you to say to her while she's in the bed, oh yeah, this just doesn't feel right. Oh no, I'm thinking about Angie. Now you're thinking about Angie. Angie's always been in the picture. She didn't just arrive now. So that's my thing. Like Simba, like we're getting there. We're getting there, but he's still not there. So the other guys are also having this revelation that, you know what, the lad's holiday is almost over. Kavin is really thinking about if bringing Charlene is the best thing to do. And I think he's really the only other person. It's always funny to me to see how the guys just move crazy in Casa. And then on the last day, they're like, oh yeah, that was so bad. I don't think I should have been doing all that. It's not by force. It's not by force. Casa is simply an opportunity. It's not an obligation to move mad in Casa. That's a choice that the guys make every single time and often regret. Anyways, the Villas get a text that Casa Amor is over and the recoupling is in the evening. Maya comes in and she asks the girls how things are going. Everybody's pressed but Lola. Lola's like, hey, I have full confidence in my man. And Maya says, well, that's a first. She's never seen that before. First to go was Priya. She fell for the scheme. That Jasmine and Jordan set up, and she chose Jordan. Luckily for her, Aiden also picked somebody. Nobody was shocked. That little pause, guys, I don't like that. I don't like that little pause. And then the girl follows after. For a second, I was actually starting to feel bad for Aiden. I don't know why, but I just did. Keep it up, producers. Yeah, I didn't like it, but keep it up. Keep up the mess. Mika was next. She obviously decided to stay loyal to Samraj. He decided to do the same. She was like, yes, I knew that I could trust him. Of course you knew. Y'all both sly. Y'all see each other. Next was Yasmin. Yasmin says she has found a connection that has proven to her that she was settling in previous connections. Aiden did catch that shade. Good. You better. And she decides to recouple with Tommy. Lorenzo comes out. The girl wasted no time. Yulia was right behind him. She came and neither party was angry, but Yasmin was kind of laughing. I'm not quite sure what she was laughing about. I guess it's just funny to see Lorenzo just, I don't know. He's just different. I don't know. I think that's what she was laughing at, but she wasn't angry. Lorenzo wasn't angry. And he actually sat beside Yasmin and her new guy and Jasmine. Next was Lola and Sean. They were obviously loyal to each other. And Sean actually says, I slept outside for 3 nights. I'm bit up and everything. And that's only important because Mika turns to Samraj and she's like, oh, where did you sleep? And he's like, me? Who the hell else is she talking to? I'm telling you, this man is sly. And she's like, yeah, where'd you sleep? His response is, we'll talk about it later. Okay. Next was Jasmine. She decided to stay loyal to Coven, obviously. Coven did not do the same. She is pissed.
Had a feeling.
Fuck's sake.
Actual joke.
You think she would couple up with someone else?
We left on not the greatest of terms. So I didn't really think about it. It was just very 50-50.
I had my doubts, so I got my answer. Jordan's gorgeous, my type to a T. Stayed respectful, slept alone. It's okay.
The girls can be mad all day, but I support Coven's decision. Honestly, I truly do think that him and Charlene have something good. Charlene, oh my gosh. Him and Charlene have something good. Mika's gonna chime in saying, oh, you've lost the plot. For doing what? He was literally on a break. What plot did he lose? I'm confused. I'm so confused. So Jasmine asked if he was kissing outside of challenges, and Coven at first didn't want to answer. Aiden is also like, hey, you guys can have this conversation in private. And Maya's like, I mean, you could say it now though. I do think that he should have said it at the fire pit. If we're gonna address it, let's just address it now, nip it in the bud. Like, obviously you brought somebody else, so there was clearly something going on that was greater than just these little moments that you have in challenges, right? So let's just air it out now and call it a day. He says it's not over between himself and Jasmine, and she says who? She's acting like it's done. I doubt that it is, but I think that it should be. I think it absolutely hurts to see a man who you have strong feelings for come in with somebody else. Even if you don't know the full story, it just in that moment feels like, okay, so what I had was just a farce, or clearly you didn't feel the same way about me that I feel about you. However, there was a journey to them getting here, so I understand why this man was exasperated. And he just wanted something else. Ellie was next. She obviously decided to stay loyal to Finley. Finley came out by himself, so he's also loyal to her. He couldn't even tell that Ellie was on her own. So he was like, oh, you're still with me. Oh, great. Like, he's so happy. And I was so happy for them. I was so happy for Ellie. Like, Ellie clearly really, really, really likes this guy. He's the guy who has brought out, oh my gosh, a soft side of her, and she says she really appreciates that. So I'm glad to see them reunite. One of you guys did clarify, and I missed it. that the kiss he had with the dark-haired girl was not mutual. The man did not want to kiss her. He pulled back, and even she was like, oh, not you pulling back. I didn't even notice that. I just saw a kiss, so you are correct. Another correction somebody gave was that the guy who was snatched from the villa wasn't an abuser. He had just witnessed a violent situation. I don't know. The reports I was seeing was that he was an abuser, so my bad. Allegedly, he's not an abuser. He just witnessed the crime, and then let me not add more to that. Let me just leave it there, okay? Last was Angelista. And you know when you're last, it's about to be some bullshit.
I've decided to stick with Simba.
Guys, I literally screamed. I literally screamed in my living room. I don't even know what to, like, I don't know what to think, because I feel for Angelista deeply. I feel for her in this moment deeply. Simultaneously, I understand Simba's decision. And this is hard. This is really hard. Damn. We'll see what happens. Angelisa looks so distraught. Get her out this villa. These people don't deserve her. Oh, we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.